he invited me over to meet his family. It wasn't your normal meet the parents kind of vibe, though. It was a full-on family reunion, as in aunties and great grannies and all the cousins. To say I was nervous would be an understatement. I wore the nicest dress I owned and did my hair all fancy. I really hoped they all liked me because I was seriously in love with Travis. When I got there, everyone greeted me and I felt totally at ease. But then I met Teresa. She's Travis's little sister, and he'd barely even mentioned her to me, so I assumed they weren't close. Well, I assumed wrong. The first thing she did when she saw me was look me up and down, and then suddenly I was covered in grape juice, all down my pretty white dress. She giggled and said sorry for being such a klutz, but it kind of felt like she did it on purpose. And that was just the beginning. We all sat down to dinner, and it was a super long table. Of course, I was next to Travis, but on his other side was Teresa. Halfway through the meal, I almost choked on a piece of chicken. Teresa kept putting her hand on Travis's thigh and rubbing it. And she was playing footsies with him too. It was so awkward. Me and my brother never did stuff like that. Was that normal? And for some reason, Travis never once asked her to remove her hand. Did he think it was my hand? After dinner, we moved to the lounge to play board games, but there weren't enough seats. Teresa said she was tired of sitting on the floor, and so she got up and sat on Travis's knee. I was shocked and gave him a weird look, and he quickly pushed her off. The only time I ever sat on my brother's knee was to fart on him when he was annoying me. This was seriously disturbing. One of their aunts wandered in and said how cute they were, and that it was lovely that they were so close. The next time Travis invited me over, I was worried Teresa would be there. Luckily, she wasn't. But halfway through our movie makeout sesh, she wandered in wearing the smallest hot pants and crop top I have ever seen. Then, right in front of the TV, she started doing stretches and shaking her booty in our faces. I swear, she even winked at Travis. I could see Travis blushing, and then he quickly got up and walked out. Then Teresa turned to me before she walked out and said, "Travis likes girls that wear low-cut tops. Why are you so covered up?" I felt so embarrassed. I got up to leave and I heard voices in the hall. "Teresa, stop it! You can't keep doing this! It's not appropriate!" I didn't know what he was talking about, but I didn't care. I had to get out of there. I ran out the door before Travis could even stop me, and as I ran, I heard Teresa say, "Sorry you're not as hot as me. Sucks to be you." I turned around and I swear she was reaching out to kiss him. I hated her. She was such a loser. Why was she criticizing me? Was she jealous? Did she fancy her own brother? That night, I went online and saw Teresa had just tagged Travis in some photos. The two of them looked super close in every photo, and someone had even commented on one of them. "Bro, is that your girlfriend? Dude, you did well." Seriously, why was she doing this? I tried to forget about Travis. I ignored his texts and calls and decided to go hang out with my friends instead. When I told them about Teresa, they said that it was so wrong, that it was unacceptable to have a romantic relationship with his own sister. But I assured them Travis wasn't like that and said he was actually really sweet. "Not that sweet," a voice behind me said. I turned around and there was Travis. "Can we talk?" he asked me. I followed him out of the ice cream parlor and he told me everything. A few years ago, when he and Teresa were younger, they'd messed around. But then they'd stopped when Travis had said it wasn't okay to do this with siblings. Teresa had agreed to stop when she didn't really realize it wasn't normal. All things between them ended long ago, but then she'd gotten jealous of me when Travis brought me to the family reunion, and so she wanted to destroy our relationship. She couldn't stand not being the center of attention. I could barely look at him. This was disgusting. How could he have done this? He told me he loved me and then promised and swore he'd never do anything with his sister again. But as he said that, his phone rang, and you guessed it, it was Teresa. And he actually answered. She was checking up on him. This was pathetic. I left him standing there and went back to my friends. He tried to chase after me, but I told him I needed some space. This was all just too weird. My friends told me to forget about him and move on. And I really wanted to, but also, I love him so much. What do you think I should do? I mean, for all I know, he might have been messing around with her the whole 6 months we've been together. I can't even bear thinking about that. For now,